Hello guys, my name is George and welcome to my channel, and in this video I would like to tell you the truth about how is it to be gay in Russia, and how how it's how it is living in Russia being a gay. First of all, I want to say sorry for these rural noises around me, because I am being in a I am in a rural Mexican area right now. So yeah, and that's because I have moved from Russia for some reasons, and in this video you'll probably understand why. First of all, it's worth to say that being a gay in Russia has never been okay. It has never been normal, and people have always had a right to judge you for that. And that's how that Russian mentality had been built, because nowadays it's not allowed to say anything about gay stuff in Russia, since those changes in laws. So yeah, but it used to be more open before. It used to be for several years. It used to be like you're not allowed to talk about that's gay stuff in public with kids, and that was not that rough, I think. Yeah, well, I mean, I have never had a thought to talk about that with kids, but anyway, the restrictions had existed. So I just want to tell you that it has never been okay. And anyway, gay people do exist in Russia, and I am one of them, and I am married right now. And I got married here in Mexico, and of course, because we cannot get married in Russia. So and I am just a regular guy, you know. I'm an odd one, and I'm not a big fan of gay clubs. I'm not a big fan of gay parades. So I don't go there because gay prides don't exist in Russia. Just simply, very simply. And I'm just a normal guy. I'm not the person who, you know, comes in and say that, hello, my name is George and I'm a gay. No, I'm just a normal guy, but probably in the way how I behave or something, some people do understand that I'm a gay, and they feel very free to ask me about that openly. They feel very free to say something bad about that in front of me, and they are never judged for that. This is the reality of being gay in Russia. So here it's worth to say that I have been bullied for that. I have been a victim of being bullied. I have been victim of brutal people around. I mean, in school, in university, and in some places where I used to work. In school, you know, kids are angry, kids are brutal, and that was very brutal when, you know, you feel alone in the class, and you feel abandoned. You have anyone around who you have no one around who can, you know, protect you or say something for you to protect you. And I was that guy in the class. I was the guy who was bullied, and no one tried to help me. Even teachers, you know, were like, there's something wrong with him. Well, yeah, I used to cry a lot about that. I used to I used to, try to survive over that, to try to treat that scar in my soul. Yeah, but now I'm too old for that. I think I have survived over that because I'm 29 and I'm pretty adult. So I think it's been pretty long time ago. So I think it's just in the past right now. But anyway, it has left a scar in my mind, in my soul, and I'm still afraid of society. I'm still afraid of people around, and this is why I think most of gay people from Russia feel really stressed being in a strange society, being in a strange company of people, being in a strange group of people. I mean, I'm sorry for my English because in Russian, it's just my English is not perfect. I'm sorry, but I tried. I tried. Yes, and by saying this, I want to say that most of Russian gay people are really hurt. Most of Russian people are victims in a way or some. I mean, I have a lot of people who I used to know that were victims of being bullied or even being victims of rapes or something like that, and they had never had anyone to try to help them. Even I was a victim of sexual harassment when I was 16. I was 16 and I was a victim of sexual harassment, and I went to police and I told them that there was a adult guy who is 30. He tries to make me have sex with him, but I don't want to. And they were like, they started to laugh at me because the story was strange to them, and they were like, well, you're 16, just grab your parents and come. But about the thing about parents, there's another thing about parents. My parents one day told me, I was 8 years old, and my mother told me that if she would ever find out that I'm a gay, she would kill me. This is what literally she told me. I'm not lying. I'm looking straight at the camera. I'm not lying. And I want to say that I'm in a good relationship with my mom right now, and she knows that I'm a gay, and she knows that I'm engaged and I'm alive because I told her that I was a gay a year ago, and I was adult and I lived separately at the moment, so she had no chance to kill me. I'm just kidding. And I understand that it's stress for her. And this is another thing that I want to tell, that we have to think about a lot of people around, but not about ourselves. We have to think about our parents' stress. We have to be very careful when we say something about that, and we forget to think about our own mental health, and that's why I think we are so overstressed, and we're hurt, we're bullied, we are unprotected, and we are very stressed, we're overstressed. That's why there is another fact about gay people from Russia, that a lot of people commit suicide. A lot of people commit suicide in Russia, especially gay people, and a lot of people do drugs because they want to get away from reality. They want to get away from that Russian reality, and this is a really big problem. And another fact is that we are not even allowed to talk about that. We are not allowed to help those people because now it's not allowed to talk about gay things, gay problems even. That's so hard and rough. I feel really sad for gay people in Russia, for gay teenagers, and I will be always saying that gay teenagers exist because I found out that I was a gay when I was very young. I was under 10 years old, and I could not tell about that to anyone because I knew that I would be misunderstood or misunderstood, or people would judge me or something like that. And that was a big problem. That was how that caused all other problems with society, problem with my relationship with my classmates, with my institute mates, with people around. So being in gay Russia is rough. Of course, yeah, there are places where it's much harder than in Russia, but Russia becomes a country where it gets harder and harder year by year. And I really would like to stop it, and I want to enlighten people about that. And I just want to tell you that I want you to, if you ever meet a Russian person, you have to say something about that. If the person will be straight, you have to say that don't be rough to gay people. If you meet a gay people from Russia, you have to give them a piece of support. Just give them some love, a piece of love, because they deserve it. They really deserve it. Okay, thank you for watching if you did. And if you want to keep updated, subscribe for more information. If you want to support my motion, just subscribe and give me a thumb. Thank you. Just simply thank you. Bye, guys.